Hey guys, so I have kind of an exciting figure review, but these are the My Hero Academia, the World Heroes Mission movie figures. These ones are the ones where they were in the black costumes. They were specialty costumes. The only disappointing part I will say about these is that when I went to watch the movie, when it came out in the theaters a long time ago, they use these costumes, but only for a little bit. Like, they just switch back to their main hero stuff and like regular outfits to like be honest for the rest of the entire movie. For the most part, this was just more of like, I guess, kind of like a gimmick in a way. Like, they just wanted to have something new and fresh for like the beginning of the movie, but you don't really see it that much, I would say. So it was kind of a little bit disappointing, but I really love their regular hero costumes anyways. But these ones were really nice. I forgot the name of the store I found these from, but it was like a hobby store. Basically, there was like Pokemon stuff, those wooden mini crafts that you can make like moving things like windmills, and those what's it called, the record players, like those small wooden things like you can make like trains and stuff. And they also sell anime figures and like Pokemon and everything. So I found all three of them and was like, I really need to have them. So Deku was $40. I guess depending on the character and the time of release, they might be expensive because sometimes Bam Presto stuff, depending on like releases and like how popular certain ones are, they might be like more expensive than the other ones. But Bakugo and Shoto ended up being $44 Canadian. So yeah, Deku was the cheapest, but I bought all of them because I love the trio. So here's what the box looks like. Super pretty. I absolutely love this. So let's take a look. I already looked at them, to be honest. I'm going to be fairly honest. I did open these up, but I want to show you guys. They do come separated. I put them back in their original state because I actually am going to keep them in the box for now. Here's the base. And then this part comes separate. So, and his torso comes separate from his like legs, so you just click it on like this very delicately. I'm not gonna push it in too hard. I know like you can push it in quite a bit, but I'm not gonna push it in too hard because I have to make him separate again so that way he fits in the box. But anyways, this is what Deku looks like. He's super cute. These are all like action poses where they're kind of floaty on these stands, which is really nice. I love the details. There seems to be no paint smudges. Band Presto quality seems to always be like really good. And then the hair has so much detail for like the shading. It has like darker greens, a little bit of like a blackish gray to make it look darker in certain spots. I love the hoodie. Deku's hoodie is always so cute. It's supposed to be reminiscent of All Might, but actually to me it always looks like a bunny because the hair parts that it's like mimicking of All Might, which is super cute. Absolutely love Deku so much. Broccoli, and then his face is so like angry in this one, and then his butt part is supposed to stick into here. Oh no, supposed to be like this. Let me see if I can get a little better angle for you guys. Hopefully my phone doesn't fall, but that's what he looks like. I absolutely love the detailing. It even has the name of the branding for the company in the anime that makes their costumes too. They always have like the branding logos, which is super cool, like that they put that design. So that way, like, if you're technically in that universe, that's what the brands you would use to have your costumes made. He's so cute. So this one is Deku. They even got his freckles and stuff like that. The stand I didn't really push in too hard, so that's why he's falling. It's a little bit wobbly because of that. The only thing that he has is, I don't know why he has these scuff marks, but the other one seemed fine, so I'm not too sure what happened here, like if that can come off or if the paint chipped off a little bit, but that's the only issue I had. But other than that, it's really nice. Like the detailing and the paint job is on point, except for that part. But that will vary between like which one you get, but the thing is, like, you can't see the only thing is you can't see the statues and figures in the boxes, so you're kind of just like buying them a little bit blind in terms of quality. But normally Banpresto has pretty good like quality control from what I've seen, so it's not that bad. There might be like a little bit of like a hiccup or so like on the paint job, but normally they're fairly good. And now we have Bakugo, which is probably the hardest to put together, so I don't know why I took him off first. But that's his stand. His stand is a separate bag because he actually he comes in more pieces. This is his stand. So this guy actually comes in a lot of pieces. I'm gonna put his head on first, so it's a little pointy to put on, but yeah. And then we have his arm. Again, I'm not gonna push in too hard because I have to like take them separate, but technically speaking, I think you can push them in more so that way the seams are like so, and also it won't fall apart easily if you do that, but I'm just trying not to make it stuck for me, but I think you can make it more like tighter, like pushing the pieces in. So this is Bakugo, his pose. It's quite similar to Deku's in terms of like they're reaching out, really like his hands. And then it has all the details of like this grenade part. They completely like changed his like outfit in terms of like the grenade gauntlets look completely different, more metallic looking, and then but he still has like the neck piece, which I love. This is more like reminiscent of his winter outfit because it's like a higher collar, I would say. And then he does have a hood as well. This one has a hood, which I thought was really cute, but I do love his original outfit as well. Do have the grenade thingies. They look completely different now. Before, his grenades in his regular hero costume was more so like the actual grenades, but these ones look more high-tech the way that they're built. And then he has all these things. He did keep his like knee pad design though, which is really nice. And these ones kind of look like they're wearing sandals, to be honest, for the boots. I'm not too sure why it's like that, but I will say they kind of look like they're wearing sandals, except Deku's is a little bit different, but Bakugo's and Shoto's, I think they're similar. Here's the back. It has all like the designs here, like the details for the bottom of the boots, and then there's so many things on his armor. He does have his mask, but it's different because it's a hood, so the explosion pieces aren't a part of his mask anymore. It's basically a part of the hood. Little differences here and there compared to like the regular outfits that they wear. And then you can just put him on here like so. Let me get the coaster. Where is the coaster? Here's the coaster. So basically a little bit wobbly because they're not supposed to move, but I want to give you guys like the 360 without me holding down too much. So cute. He's like one of my favorites. And the last one is Shoto. Super excited. This one is Shoto. Bakugo so I don't knock him over. Here's Shoto. I like the boxes. They're all like matching, and the artwork is the photos that they take of it is really nice. I like how it's not like artwork of the character but actual photographs of the figure, so you know what the figure genuinely like looks like in terms of like the model itself. It's not like the like some of the McFarlane ones where they do the backings now of the figures. Well, you can see the figures on the front because the McFarlane ones, they're clear, but for the backings of them, they actually only do character art now. I guess it's cheaper rather than just taking a photo of like having a photographer taking a photo of like the figure for some reason. So they kind of just made it that it was a photo of the characters from the actual anime rather than just having a photo showing like all the articulate points of the figures. So that's kind of a bad thing about McFarlane, but at the same time you get to see the figure unlike this, so you know the quality, like you can double check the quality control and stuff like that. But yeah, Band Presto seems to be okay with like their quality. It seems to always be decent. So we have a stand. Don't know why there's a hair back there. Okay, so we have the stand. This one has 2 pegs actually, so wrong way. One here, and then this itty bitty one goes here. Oh, my Deku fell. Oh no. Okay, so here's the stand. I guess because the poses, these ones end up being like more detachable, like different parts. So I guess that's why. Here's Shoto, and then here's his head. Okay, so sorry, something was caught in my throat. Anyways, here is Shoto. He looks really nice, and then he has like all the detailings. His outfit looks quite similar to his hero outfit. The only thing is like mainly the color, and then the collar looks bigger. And then he does have extra pouches on his leg, and then this canister thingy. But these parts on sorry. These parts on the belt look quite similar. Didn't mean to cough into the camera. I'm literally like choking on some air for some reason. Okay, so yeah. And then again with the thing, like the boots, I will say they do look like slippers. Like the way that they designed the gray to be on the black like that, it kind of just has a pattern of slippers. And then here's his grips. His grips look different from everyone else's. And then I do like his pose a lot. He's super cool. Yeah, his hair. I don't know why my throat is dry now, but they got his hair, and then it's like, and also his like burn mark there. His eyes are different colors, like in the anime. So basically, you just snap him on like so. And then you're also supposed to snap his foot on. It's really hard to do with the camera. But this is what it's supposed to look like. He is a bit taller with this pose, so I'm not going to put the coaster. But basically, let me see how far I can push this down so you guys can see. But basically, this is what he looks like. Overall, the paint job again is really good. There's no really any scuff marks on this one. His does look a bit more grayish, so it kind of like if it gets like dusty and stuff like that, you can see a little bit of that. But yeah, that's him. So you have Shoto, and then we have Deku here, and then we have Bakugo. I really love these figures. Like, they're super nice, like as statues, like just having in their collection. And also it was different from the actual hero outfits. It was like a newer one, so that's why I wanted to buy them. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.